Okay guys, so it's turn 1 movement. Started with my red squadron. They've just gone 4 forward to get an initial burst of speed. And after moving forward, I have focused all of them. Should hopefully let me avoid return fire. So these guys are going straight towards this turret to get off that initial shot. So I've moved them as fast forward as I can. And then my Y-wings over here, they've done the same. Gone 4 forward to get initially this as far in as they can. For them though, 4 forward is a red maneuver, which means that they get stress afterwards, which means they can't take any actions. But hopefully with the 2 green maneuvers that they have, I'll be able to get rid of that stress in the next turn. I don't think I'm in any danger at the moment from that turbo laser. I could be wrong.
Which turbo laser?
This one back here.
You think you're not in any danger. Remember we give them range 5.
I know, I think I'm slightly outside. I might be eyeballing this wrong though. We'll have to see what happens. But yeah, so this is me ready to go, and then have to see what Lloyd's going to bring my way in terms of firepower.
Okay, so Killian's just wrapped up telling you about his turn of movement. Turn 1, that was movement phase. Now I'm going to tell you what I was getting up to. I've seen his X-Wings ploughing up this entry point. Obviously they're flying towards this turbo laser because they don't like it. They don't like it at all. But what he may not realise is I think he's put himself in range already. Possibly because we've given the turbo lasers range 5. We've given them some really cool shooting. We've given them range 5. Oh, yes! Given them range 5. And at range 5, you roll 5 dice. At range 4, you roll 4 dice. And at range 3, you roll 3 dice. But once you get to 2 and 1, they can't shoot you because they can't target quick enough. When they're further away, the turret only has to move slightly to keep them in shot. But once they're up close, the turret's really having to move around. So we've declared it that once you're at range 2, turrets can't shoot you. So as much as he's thinking, oh no, I'm in range of the turret, that's what he has to do. He has to get up to range 2 to stop the turret shooting at him. So, movement-wise for me, I have moved an ATST. I've just moved it out. They've got 180 degrees arc of fire, so I actually have an arc of fire here. I've done a target lock. Do you want to describe any of your target locks?
I haven't made any target locks yet.
Oh, you haven't made any target locks? Just me target locking then. So I've target locked with this ATST on his lead pilot here. I've also target locked with this AT-AT on this pilot here. But as you can see, it's a very shallow arc of fire on an AT-AT, so I'm lining him up as he swoops past to just go choo 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 and try and get some shots at him. Up here, the AT-ST's reacted because the ground troops are able to react quicker than the pilot, so it's reacted and moved from here to here. Basically a 2. This AT-AT hasn't really moved, if I recall. No, I think it's just staying stationary. Yeah. Why is he staying stationary? Because the AT-ATs also have the same shooting as the turbo lasers. In fact, if anything, I should have probably edged him back.
Yeah, well, he might be walking back into something.
Which is exactly what I did with this AT-AT, now that I think about it. He was here, and I moved him back all the way to the edge of the table to increase the range, to make sure that his pilots don't completely end up flying in this range 1-2 band. If you understand, he could fly his pilots here and I wouldn't be able to shoot at them, so I've backed this guy up. It sounds weird. Why would you back up? But it works with the rules. It's something different. So they've been moving. This AT-AT's moved up a bit. This AT-ST's moved up a little bit. I'm trying to close the range on these guys because I want to get them in range of shooting 5 before they get too close to the generator. I basically want to shoot as many of these things down as before they get to the generator and release their advanced torpedoes, which is interesting. You'll see
we're talking about that next.
When we get to them. Here we have an ATST. It's basically done a curve just to get out of the way. I actually find, if you look at the templates, sometimes if you move at a curve, you're actually moving faster. So I've basically curved. I'm going to snake him like this. And this AT-AT is basically moving up again with the idea of trying to get into range to be able to shoot some Y-wings and stuff as they go down that channel. Ooh, now we're going to move on to, I don't know if there is shooting. There is shooting.
Yeah,
there's the turbo laser shooting.
So we're going to see how effective these turbo lasers are against
is this the only shooting? Or we have shooting here.
Yep.
Have you got shooting?
I think I can take a pot shot at that ATST.
Oh, right. Well, we'll be back when we get to the shooting.